Okay, this is the first in what will hopefully be many dev diaries for Vagabonds. I want to make one of these for each milestone to show progress and keep track of how the project is going as it gets developed. This milestone, being the first one, was really just focused on getting the base systems in, things like the base character, the base camera work, and just the beginnings of what the combat system will be. So I'm just going to go through each of them and we'll take a look. So the first is camera. As you can see, we've got the free camera. It rotates in the third person around the character. The character right now has just got a base idle. It hasn't really got much movement to it because I haven't set up the blending for it, but it is there. The locomotion is also in. It's really simple right now, just 8-way movement. It's based on the direction of the camera, so it's all relative to the camera. You push forward, push up and you'll go into the camera, push away, you walk away, left and right. We've got 8-way movement, or full 360 movement obviously, and walking and running. It's all analog movement. It feels very similar to a Dark Souls style game. It's all supposed to be very one-to-one with action, so not too animation driven. Also an unsheathing, and the unsheathing, I haven't got a sheathing animation yet, but to draw the weapon, the player just presses the left button on the D-pad for now, or they can hit the attack button. And this also blends with the locomotion, so it doesn't have to stop. As you can see, we've got 8-way movement here too, full motion, acts in the same way as the regular motion. Doesn't have, for some reason, I don't have any animations for the walking in the northwest direction, so you'll see a little bit of a hitch as he switches between them, but that's fine. This is all very temporary animations anyway, just to get going. So also have basic attacks, basic combo system. These are all very animation heavy, animation driven. Again, these are just placeholder animations till we get the proper ones. And we have lock on as well. You lock on, and now, as you can see, the locomotion switches to full 8-way strafing and backing off, and this works in both ways. So if you don't have your weapon drawn, I know he has it in his hand right now, but he's in the undrawn state, he will move in the 8 directions. You unsheath your weapon and he will run in this direction. This is a temporary camera solution for the drawn. I want, when you have the weapon drawn, it to go into focus mode, which will be in a future milestone, but for now this is fine. And also have attacking, so you can attack the player, and it's just the beginnings again, but does a little hit reaction, and you see in the corner you can see the enemy health, so basic damage and health systems are in there as well. It's got a bit of a time dilation on when you hit it to give that sort of micro pause, crunchy feeling. A lot of work still needs to go into making the hit feel good, but you know, it's a pretty decent start. The melee system is actually quite powerful. The traces come from the actual blade itself, so it's very accurate, and I have it's set up so that it will actually damage arms, legs, torso individually. So that's it's a good beginning of how the combat system is going to work. So for Milestone 2, the main focus areas will be getting this working in online. So just getting replication across the server. Very basic stuff, but it's important to get the online working and early on, since this is an online game. Also building upon the systems that have been put into place for the Milestone 1, adding a little bit of Vagabonds unique takes to them. So things like getting in the basic system for the combat cooldown, it's going to be a key part of this combat system, so just putting in the building blocks for that. Also adding directional attacks, so if the user pushes a direction, for example, away from the other opposing player and the attack, then you'll get a different attack. Just getting some of those systems in place. The evasion control, that's important, so just getting in some dodges and rolls, as well as working on the focus camera to make the that focus combat situation just feel a little bit more unique. So pretty good progress. That was about roughly 2 weeks of work. The majority of it was getting the animations going and just getting the systems in place, but it's moving pretty quickly. Milestone 2 should see a lot of improvements pretty fast. So yeah, see you in Milestone 2.